Greetings everyone watching this video. Now we are about to see the gold analysis. Gold analysis is being performed in a Gann's method. So the traditional way of analyzing is being carried out over here, irrespective of any other methods being used. So let's understand that this video is being divided into two segments, video 1 and video 2. Video 1 is what we are actually watching right now, and video 2 is something that is related to the astrological way of understanding markets. The astrology is being basically used over there to understand and reconfirm the analysis that we are actually performing in this video 1. So without wasting any further time, let's continue to this video 1. And as you can see here, there is a Gann fan. This is what is called as a Gann fan, which is actually drawn from a swing bottom or a swing high, and here it is being drawn from a swing high for a upward trend calculation, and this is a minimum 20-year long trend. Here this trend line constitutes a long-term trend. So whenever this kind of trend lines are breached to some extent or to denote the change of trend, the market will act rapidly, and more coverage of points will be that point of time. Therefore, these trend lines prove to be very significant. Therefore, watch out for these long-term trend lines which have been drawn from the previous third wave's initiation. Therefore, this third wave has a center 45-degree line. I think that those who know Gann usually will not find any difficulty in understanding what I am actually saying right now. This is a 1 cross 1 line, and the angle of this line will be 45 degree, and this is the most important among all these 8 lines. Therefore, whenever a market crosses this line either ways, either up or down, the trend is it's a clear indication that the trend will be changing, or it has been actually changed already. Therefore, here you can see the market has been falling for till this area, which is a 45-degree line, which I am already discussing about, and the market is reversing its trend when it touched this 45-degree line. After it has been taking its own rally here, taking the final support, testing this multiple times, yet it remained to stay above the line, which is very positive. Therefore, the market usually tend to move up, and the support has been provided by this 45 degree. You can see here multiple testings of this 45-degree line. Actually, in count it's 4 testings. Even after these 4 testings, the market actually inched up because it stayed above the 45-degree line. It cannot break the 45-degree line, and which proved to be very positive. So the market moved higher, and this is all up to the long-term trends. Now let's move on to the short-term trends, where the analysis will be done from this swing. As you can see here, this swing. After the calculation of these levels, we have been drawing the same Gann fan for the short-term trend calculation. Let's understand that. Here you can see that the same ideology is being carried out, but the different scale value is being used. Those who have an idea of Gann understand the reason and logic behind the use of various scale values, but those who are new to Gann should have to cope up with it, or just Google it. You will get a basic idea of what a scale is, and then you can continue with the video. Here you can see for a short-term trend calculation, which has been starting from almost 45 months or 46 months, which is a short-term or to medium-term trend. This trend has its own properties in relation with the previous trends. So therefore, this trend is being calculated for various levels of prices based upon its starting point. Here 1045 is the starting point of this trend, or it can also be stated in other way that the previous trend has ended at the 1045. So the point is very important, which provides clear cut information about all the properties of the previous trend and also the forthcoming trend. So at this instant, everything we are about to analyze are being fetched from the initial point, which is 1045. Therefore, we are using the 1045 numerical value and calculating various levels of price resistance. All these price levels of resistance being calculated by 1045. And as you can see here, these are all the important resistance levels. And apart from this, we already have few of the static support and resistances. So in combination with both of these things, the market will progress towards its target. We will understand where the market is actually going. So what is the target of this asset? For understanding that, we must deeply understand what the gold is been actually doing for years. And we are about to channel the asset. So we are about to draw a channel in the chart, and we can easily predict where the asset is actually heading to. And as you can see from here, we have been drawing a green colored channel by connecting various important points or swings that have been occurring in the historical events in the chart. Therefore, to predict the forthcoming wave, we have already channeled the pathway which the wave can actually take. This is purely based upon the Elliott way of teaching, and here you can see two white lines, which is a 65th candle from the start of this trend, which is 1045, and this candle being 65th and this one being 81st are the two important candles for achieving the target, because that usually provide turning points after the target is being achieved. So watch for these levels very closely, and most importantly understand where actually at the channel the intersection takes place. This is exactly 2450 and this is 2400. Watch for these two levels because they seem to be very important in both the aspects of price and time. Take a note of all these price resistance and all these time resistance. Also look at these angular resistances, because the long-term angular resistance has clearly given a positive signal and it has been wide open, so we don't have any issues with that. And this short to medium term trend lines or the Gann fan usually has been given some resistance, some angular resistance, some one or two until the target is being achieved. So watch out for all these things. Might be a bit difficult for a newbie, but watch out for it. You will get used to it. Therefore, this completes the first video, and please continue with the video 2 so that you will be gaining an astrological perspective also. Those who have a belief for it, please go for it. Gann, being a perfect mathematician, is also no less than an astrologer. Those who have already studied or had known Gann for a long in the study aspects will have come across that he is an astrologer and he has a strong taste for astrology. Therefore, watch the second video. It is purely based upon the astrological context and it's really very traditional. I can say that you will not have usually seen that elsewhere. And I request you to support this video by sharing it to your friends, fellow members and traders. And thank you very much for watching this video and spending your time with this. If somebody really wants to understand what is really being taught over here, we offer one-on-one coaching sessions on the Gann and traditional methods apart from the usual ones which you have been actually seeing throughout the internet. Therefore, if you're really interested, just visit the website which is being given in the description box, and after getting all the idea from there, if you are really interested, you can call us and fix an appointment so that we can initiate the one-on-one coaching session with you. Thank you very much for watching this video, everyone.